2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Jones. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a Perle spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Second down. Here's an option right. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards.
First down, Giants.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incomplete.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brett.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones now on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Daniel Jones, as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Oh, he's got, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
With it is Jackson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
On the option, it's Jackson.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Report. Hey.
This time, Jackson will throw it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Washington on 3rd down.
Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones steps away. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's now 4th down. Ready up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 46 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On third down, Barkley. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.